Good Saturday morning, and welcome to a winter's update on Martin's koi pond. I've not done a video in a while because we've just been in ticking over mode and there's not been a lot going on, but I thought I would just do a pre-Christmas update, show you a slight modification I've done to the drainage of the Nexus, and look at the fish in the pond. So let's have a look and see what the temperature is this morning. There was a slight overnight frost, and we are at 6.5 degrees it looks like, so too cold to even consider any food. Koi themselves are doing really great. No sign of any problems with any of them. I've been checking on them pretty much every day, except when it's chucking down the rain. And yeah, they're moving around. They've not been sulking in any corners yet, but my temperature has not got below 5 degrees so far, so hopefully it won't. So as you can see, they're all moving around, looking great. I took the top off the skimmer, so that's just like an intake at the minute, a higher intake in the pond, because I've got this net currently covering the whole pond, and that has pretty much kept the leaves out 100%. There's been just the odd one make it sort of through the odd gap, and then they've found their way either into the Nexus or the Screenmatic filters. I've been cleaning the Nexus every week, and I clean it on a Saturday, so this morning the Nexus will get a clean. It's covered at the minute, but I'll show you it uncovered in a bit. But what I've done is, when I was cleaning it, I was draining the water up there onto the garden, but as you can perhaps make out, it's sort of got very boggy up there, and the wife wasn't happy about me putting hundreds of litres of extra water on the lawn. So a couple of weeks ago I popped to Coastal Koi, which is one of my local koi dealers, and picked up some really flexy pipe, which you can see there is attached to the drain, and it comes under the return, and then it's tucked behind the water barrel, underneath the doorstep, around the corner, and into the drain. So now every time I do a water change, the water, when I drain it out of the Nexus, goes straight into the drain, and it's allowing the garden to dry out a little bit. That is an absolute mess. We've had so much rain, it's pretty horrid, to be honest. In other news, 2 weeks ago I thought, I haven't checked the pond for a while for pH and KH, and to my absolute horror, my pH was down to 6.0, my KH was at 1, and that must be purely down to the volume of rainwater we've had. So over about a week to 10 days I raised it using a mug of bicarbonate a day, which I put into the moving bed in the Nexus, and it's now running at 7.5 pH and a KH of 5, which is a lot more appropriate for the fish. And lesson learned, I will be in future weekly checking the pH and KH, because last thing I want is to lose a load of fish to a low pH. So I ordered another 5 kilos of bicarbonate off eBay, and I have enough now to see me through the winter. It's obviously not such a big issue in the summer, we don't get so much rain, but certainly here in East Anglia in the last month we've had a lot of rain. So if you're watching this, keep an eye on your pH if you've got an open pond like I have. Right, I'm going to pause it here, and in the next clip you'll see I'll be cleaning out the Nexus. Okay, so this is the Nexus in cleaning mode. Basically you isolate the water going into the Nexus by turning off that valve after you've put this pipe in here to stop water going into the outer chamber, and that traps water in this area here, and then you shut off the water, the air, sorry, to the outer chamber, the moving bed, and open the air to the easy. And as you can see, it gives the Micro K1 a really good boil, and that forces all the muck out into this outer area here. It's not, as you can see, it's not particularly dirty. This is the first clean I'm doing. I'm going to do 4 today, because each clean takes, in this model of Nexus, each clean removes approximately 100 litres of water from the system, and I want to remove 400 litres today and put 400 litres of fresh water back into the pond. So I'm going to do that by cleaning the Nexus 4 times, which is pretty much overkill for this time of the year, but I know then exactly how much water is going out in terms of dosing of bicarbonate to keep the pH and KH up. So that's been boiling away there for 2 minutes now. So what we do next to drain it, open this valve here. Never remember which way it goes. And there you go. It's now draining, and the water level is dropping in the easy and in the vortex. And as it drops, it's taken all that muck that's come out of the K1 away with it to drainage. So very simple design, very easy to use. You don't get your hands wet. You literally, all you have to do is use this valve and these 2 air valves, and that's all you need to do on a clean, and you never get your hands wet, which is great. No sponges to clean out like with the old pressure filter, no dismantling it. What I do sometimes is I get a bit build up of muck left behind, and I get a hose pipe in there, and just on the very last clean I'll hose pipe it down and make sure everything has gone to drain. So that's how I clean the Nexus. Back to you in a bit. Well, welcome back, and I've finished the clean, and the Nexus has refilled and is running as it should do. I've got a couple of friends who aren't koi keepers who have asked me how it works, so I'm going to tell them. I know for some of you it'll be like sucking eggs, but for those that don't, the water comes in here. In my case, it's via a retro bottom drain and a pump, which the pump sucks the water through the retro bottom drain, and then pumps it into here, and the water goes round this vortex with solids falling to the bottom, and the finer solids get trapped by this very tiny plastic media that sort of blocks its route to get to this central drain. So once the water's gone through that micromedia and the particles are sieved out of it, it goes down that drain and out underneath into this outer ring, and this is the biological filtration. And in there's 100 litres of K1 media or K plus media, and that provides a big surface area for the beneficial bacteria to break down ammonia into less harmful nitrate. Then once the water's been in there and the waste has been broken down, at the back there, can't really see it very well, but that's the drain pipe, and the water returns via gravity. So via gravity it overflows into that pipe, out through the bottom there, and that's where it's going back into the pond. So that's how my Nexus works. You can have them either on a gravity fed system or pump fed. I'm using mine on a pump fed system. So hope that content was useful to somebody, and I won't be doing any more videos I think before Christmas. So I'd like to wish everyone who watches my videos a happy Christmas. Those that make regular comments, thank you very much. 99% of my comments are positive. There's just the odd idiot who has to try and make some sort of point. But to those that do post positive comments, I'm very grateful and glad you enjoy the content. See you all in the new year.